So I haven't been making videos regularly, which is, I think, a habit for every YouTuber who's not famous, I think. Or every person who makes videos, at least, that plans on putting them up on a forum. Which really, the purpose of these videos is just kind of a log. Um, Not really to be anything, but kind of just a way to share and do that. Anyway, my name is Ryan, and I live in this shack. The shed. Have the shed videos. And I have been making videos just every night. And the reason that I haven't made one in a little while is just because it's been really hard for me to upload the ones that I already have on my device here. And so I'm like running out of space to make more, and I'm having a hard time uploading them because I don't have a lot of strong internet connections often. Anyway, the one thing that I kind of wanted to talk about, kind of start actually with a little bit of an evaluation, update, whatever. It finally snowed. I'm here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and today was the first day of the new year, January 1st. I'll be turning 19 in about 7 days, 6 days, I guess, because we're kind of later in the day now. But January 8th, I'll be turning 19. It's not too cold right now. Snow's already melted. Heater's working fine. What else? I'm looking for jobs now here, trying to find another job. I am homeless and jobless currently. Not really homeless because I live in this little shed, but I don't have a home. And I'm jobless because my employer sent me on vacation and then decided to call me a week into my vacation and say that I was fired. And I worked in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I was here on vacation to visit my girlfriend and her family. So, and I was living in Oklahoma, and I was living on the establishment where I was working. It was a personal home job. It was a private employer job, and so they had all the power to kind of do whatever they wanted. And so they sent me on vacation and then fired me while I was here. So I just got stuck here, and they sent me all my stuff all busted and in shambles. But now I'm just, pursuing God still and figuring out what God wants me to do next, which really just exploded tonight. And I do that. I say that because it's exactly what it was like. It was just a big in the spirit. I went up at church because we had this New Year's Day service to kind of go over some New Year's stuff, prophesy, talk about it. And I just talked about the inebriation of the heavenly glories, and kind of some things that God was talking about, like being free and love drunk in the spirit realm, being completely filled and drunk in glory, completely inebriated with drunken wineness. I belong to wine and I belong to bliss. I belong to love and inebriation in the heavenly realms, because this world is so dull. So we just get drunk in the spiritual realms, and that's not a physical, earthly drunkenness. That's not a wetting your lips with wine, but that is a wetting your spiritual lips with a heavenly wine that manifests itself physically, and you actually become physically drunk. Only you can control it if you need to. If you don't need to, then don't. Don't stop it. Don't unplug. And I talked a little bit about that. And this secret weapon that God has placed in absolutely all of us, this concealed weapon that He has against Satan, because Satan thinks that, it's all figured out, and God's got this secret weapon in every single one of us, and when we come to realize that we are secret weapons, and that secret weapon really is just the fact that we have the fullness of the absolute power of Jesus Christ in us. Boom. He said, you'll do what I did and greater. And so we pay so little attention to that. Like, oh yeah, miracles and healing, and we're kind of getting into that. No, no, no. That's all of it. That's it. That's the thing. We have the absolute fullness. It's not that we might understand. It's not that we might get it. But we have the absolute fullness of reconciliation, the absolute fullness of power and glory that Jesus had in us and more, because he went to be with the Father. So, we talked about that. Anyway, I'm doing art again. I used to be an artist, and I stopped for a while. So I recently started doing artwork again. A little bit of graffiti art. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be making these videos more regularly again. I'm not gonna follow the typical video maker thing. Oh yeah, I make them for like a little while and then say I'm going to and then not, and then that's just the end of it. These actually will be regular again, really for my own benefit, just to kind of look back testimonially and see the glory of God. I'm still praying for a very large miracle, piece of the inheritance of the kingdom, and I hope that anybody who sees this would also be doing the same. Just ask God to show you and hand you your inheritance, and watch the glory fall. God bless.